eBuy is our third e-tool, which I haven't discussed before, but it's basically GSA's electronic request for quotation RFQ system. Ordering activities can post their requirements, obtain quotes. They can also issue orders electronically through eBuy. It's also a good resource for when you want to issue a request for information in RFI. In eBuy, ordering activities can choose specific vendors to notify when they post an RFQ. Keep in mind that everybody that is awarded the schedule and the SINs that you choose, everybody on there can see it, but you can choose to send certain vendors an added notification. But your RFQ will be available for viewing for everybody awarded that SIN, that schedule. But eBuy also allows you to filter the vendor, the sources, by a specific size, business size, or business socioeconomic type. The next basic topic are the set-aside SINs that we have on schedule. Some of our SINs, and just I guess for those who aren't that familiar with schedules, SINs is basically our equivalent to other contracts, CLINs, contract line items, or the functional areas of other contracts. That's just another way we break down our contracts. Now there are some SINs on some schedules that are set aside already for small business, and what you see on the screen is just a sample of them. If you have access to this presentation, you can follow the link that's on the screen and it will take you to our article that has the full listing. So these SINs, when you use them, agencies are already assured that they're going to get small business credit. They don't have to set aside an order because every contractor under those SINs are already small businesses. Okay, so now we move into the FAQs, the frequently asked questions. First one is the very basic. Does the interim FAR rule authorize small business set-asides for orders and BPAs under scheduled contracts? And the simple answer is yes. The FAR rule, interim rule, amended FAR subpart 8.4 to make clear that set-asides may now be used in connection with the placement of orders and the establishment of BPAs under scheduled contracts. Now, remember I said before there was language that clearly said FAR Part 19, which was the part that dealt with set-aside, did not apply. But now it clearly says that COs may, at their discretion, set aside orders and BPAs for small business. Okay, question 2 is, may an agency set aside schedule orders and or BPAs for any of the socioeconomic programs? Now, FAR 8.405-5, paragraph A1, states that agencies may set aside orders and BPAs for any one of the small business concerns identified in FAR 19A3. And the small business concerns identified in paragraph A3 are small business, 8A business development participants, HUBZone small business concerns, service-disabled veteran-owned small business concerns, and economically disadvantaged women-owned small business concerns and women-owned small business concerns eligible under the Women-Owned Small Business Program. So those are the, I believe that's 6 types that are eligible for set-asides. Okay, third question is, are there any circumstances in which the interim rule requires the consideration or use of small business set-asides? And the answer to that is no. It's entirely up to the CO to decide whether or not it's in the best interest of the government to set aside an order for small business or a BPA for small business. And that's what's meant, that's what the intent is behind using the word discretion. Okay, next question is, must agencies prepare any special determinations in order to conduct set-asides under scheduled contracts? Now, the general answer to this is no, there's no special documentation required for when you do a set-aside, competitive set-aside. However, it's important to note that if the agency is going to limit the number of small business firms considered, small business schedule holders considered, to fewer than that anticipated in FAR 8.405, which, as we discussed before, lays out the competition requirements and the ordering procedures for schedules, the agency then has to prepare documentation to justify that limitation. So to make it really simple, if you don't have at least 3, or you don't get 3 quotes back from small business, if that's what you are doing a set-aside for, then there will be documentation requirements. But if you follow the ordering procedures of 8.404, there's no other documentation requirement.